Well, today we're going to show you a do-it-yourself project that you may encounter, especially if you're a homeowner, and that's putting something into a hole. That's right, we're going to anchor a post. Maybe you built a deck, put up cyclone fencing, a birdhouse, that's what we're going to do, even a mailbox post, all requires a certain concrete mix and a post hole digger. With me is Jeff. He's with Quikrete. He's going to help me. In fact, if you pay attention, he'll do most of the work, right? That's right. The deal. That's the deal.
That's the deal.
All right. The first thing we do is dig a hole. Now, the hole itself we did with a post hole digger. For a birdhouse, how deep we want to dig that hole?
About 24 inches.
Okay, 24 inches. So we don't need to go below the frost line for a birdhouse, but we would for a deck, correct?
Your typical deck's about 30 inches or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how about the width? Again, it's going to be different if you're building a deck or a cyclone fence. This is a relatively small post. How about the width on this hole?
We have an 8-inch hole.
Okay, and that'll be enough for a bag of...
That'll be plenty.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
And your typical post hole digger or handheld auger is going to give you an 8-inch hole.
All right. All right, well, should we get started with this?
Oh, we sure can.
And by the way, I want to ask one more question because I see this tube here. I see a lot of these being used, especially building decks. What is this called, and do we need it for this project?
This is called a quick tube, and it can be used for above ground where you want the form to come up and meet the deck post, or it can be used in the hole itself to make sure that you use the proper amount of concrete.
And we're not using it for this particular project?
We don't really need it for a 24-inch hole and a birdhouse.
But if you're building a deck, good idea?
Good idea.
All right, we'll sit this out of the way. All right, we got our birdhouse post. Let's put that one right in the center of the hole itself.
Right in the center.
Now, this particular concrete mix, this is a fast setting. How fast setting is this?
This is going to give you an initial set in about 10 minutes. In about 30 minutes, you'll be able to hang the birdhouse on there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty fast setting.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to show you how easy this is. That's why we wore our tuxes today. First thing, the water goes in the hole?
Water goes in the hole.
All right. And how much water do we need to use there?
This is about a ½ gallon.
And we're just pouring the water, and this is a no-mix concrete mix.
Right.
All right. All right, and we just let the water sit in there. Then we're going to take the fast-setting concrete mix, and we're going to pour it in directly on top of that.
Yes.
All right.
It's no mixing product, so all we're going to do is take the concrete, pour it in the hole.
Now what happens there, Jeff? The moisture obviously in the bottom. In fact, I saw it squirt up. It's actually pushing the moisture up into the concrete mix?
Right. When the concrete hits the water, it actually just comes up and mixes itself.
All right, and I guess the next thing we got to make sure is it's plumb. Well, that's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
So we can get a little 2-foot level, make sure it's plumb, get our bubble right in the middle. There we go.
We're going to add a little water on top. Put the rest of the water on top there.
And again, that's 30 minutes?
30 minutes before you can really add some weight to the top of it.
Okay, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait our 30 minutes. We're going to put our birdhouse up there. It'll look beautiful. The birds will enjoy it, I'm sure. And to be honest with you, I kind of enjoyed that project. I did sweat a little bit, but not much. And yes, you did do most of the work. Now, the Quikrete products, of course, are available wherever Quikrete products are sold.